Hola, students. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing all right. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks that we've been out of school already, but we are in school doing Distance Learning Academy. It's me, Mr. Ahrens. I'm coming to you from a rainy Sunday afternoon. Hopefully, you are safe inside with a nice book and you're reading. So I'm going to get right into this. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit more about my independent reading book called Unwind, which I told you about last week, and it is quite intense, and it has gotten more intense since I have been reading it. And then we're going to spend our quote unquote class time today writing about your independent reading book, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. So, if you don't remember or you didn't watch last week's video, I'm reading this book called Unwind, which is a dystopian book. It's in the story, kids up until the age of 18, their parents can select to have them unwind or unwound, which basically means they are killed. So it is crazy, and my main characters have run away. They were supposed to be unwound, but they have run away. And I'm not sure what's going to happen yet, but I'm really liking the book. So today, session 9, our objective is the same as last Monday, which is that students, that's you, will analyze their independent reading books by writing a response to their reading annotations. Now, at the end of each session, I ask you guys to apply what you've learned to your own independent reading and to take some notes for yourself. Maybe you're using sticky notes like you see in this picture. Maybe you're jotting them down in a journal. But I'm going to ask you to call those back and use them today. So remember last week I spent the time together talking about the importance of secondary characters and also inferring how your character feels. So I want you to try and write about that today. And then when you do complete the document, which is on Google Classroom, be sure you click Turn In so that I can see it and I know that you have completed it. So I'm going to go now and I'm going to show you a model of what this should look like for you. When you open up your assignment today, you'll have a document that looks like this. It's got like this little table here that's all colorful. You'll first of all put your book title up here and the page that you are currently on. So I'm on 140. And then what I did here, and you can see in the directions, is I just went through and I found 5 of my favorite annotations that I made. Ones that I thought showed off my ability to use the strategies that I talked about last week. And so I just typed in what I wrote down on my sticky notes or what I was thinking at the time that I was reading. And then if you move down the document, there's a place for you to do some writing. And also this table right here, which is sentence starters for you. All right. I want you to analyze, which is different than summarizing the story. I don't want you to tell me what's happening in your book. I want you to tell me what you think about what is happening in your book. And these sentence stems are going to help you with that. So today I'm going to show you my example, and I've also highlighted how I use some of these sentence stems so that you can try and copy that or model it so that you can use it in your own. I'd like to see you using these this week. So here's what I wrote. I said, this week in my book, Connor and Risa escaped from the police, but they also ended up taking a baby. It's a long story, but it's important that you know that they had a baby. All right, so I chose not to summarize the story here, even though them having the baby was important to my analysis. So I just mentioned it. So they have this baby for a few days, and Risa is the one that's taking care of it. Then a woman who is helping them named Hannah offers to take the baby, and Risa and Connor give it to her. This is important because Risa is feeling sad about giving up on her baby, giving up the baby. Even though they are not, oops, I need to edit that, in a good position to take care of an infant, over the few days that they had the baby, Risa grows to like the fact that someone needed her to take care of them. I think that this shows how she is a caretaker. I'm doing some editing here. Also, Connor says that he is happy that Hannah takes the baby because she will love it. On the other hand, from the way that he was acting, he also seemed like he was sad to see the baby go. I think that this shows that he is also sensitive and that Risa is having an impact on him. I also think that he liked having a baby because he felt like his own parents did him wrong and he wanted a chance to do something different for another life. Now, I hope that you see in my example that I did a little summary of the story, but that was just so that the things that I was going to talk about made sense. And what I did was I pretty much just took what I was thinking as I was reading and put it into my paragraph down here. And I hope you can tell that I really did some thinking about how Risa is feeling, how Connor is feeling, and how those two characters are impacting each other, and what they're really thinking in their mind, not just what they're doing in the book, but what they're thinking and what they're feeling. That's what the lessons were about last week, and that's what I want to see you do too. So today you're going to try and do that same type of writing in your document. And then also, please take 25 minutes to read your independent reading book, continuing to notice and note important parts of the story. We're mainly focused on the character at this point. And be sure that you do the ticket to leave before you end today. Today, I just want to know what your book is and how many pages you've read. All right. So I look forward to seeing what you're reading about. I really enjoyed reading the ones that were submitted last week. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're safe. If you need anything, of course, you can email me or text me. I appreciate when you guys do that. All right, I'm going to sign off and I will see you again.